I'm Sandy Schreck for LBR Educates, and today we're taking a look at these beautiful vases. They're in amber vases that they come in two sizes, and they're featured in our fall catalog cottage collection. And so they're beautiful. You can see that ribbed look that just really adds a lot of light and luminescence to those designs. And we're going to start off with developing a stem grid structure. I'm using the mini green hydrangeas here to start off with. On hydrangeas, I pull off all the foliage so that the water will go to the flower head, make a nice clean cut, and we're starting with our first X within this composition. And so that'll start to form the stem grid that we're going to be utilizing. I'm doing a couple Fatsia leaves just as a simple base structure. You can see how 2 leaves really will create a great collar on this composition. And then we're going to continue, and on the stem grid pattern, what we really do is start with kind of the outside rim first, and then we'll go into the middle. So I'm coming in with a couple of these micro daisies in the lavender color, and we're seeing a lot of that coral and lavender coloration really become a popular color combination. And so we're utilizing that through here, kind of thinking of an alternative coloration for a autumn centerpiece, and a little bit more decorative. Coming in with a few carnations, again coming all the way across and creating that stem grid within those X's within that composition. So now when I go to bring in some of my florals in through the center, they're going to be standing up and stay in place just as I put them in. And so some of the featured things, then we're going to do the toffee roses, and you can see these are at room temperature, but I'm just going to spin it here, and you can see how beautifully that opens. When you look at the toffee rose, you can see some lavender tints, tones, and shades within that flower. And so we're just utilizing those to come in and create a little bit more unique placement, a little bit lower through the center, and then we're going to come up a little higher around the edges here. And just coming in. And then we have some of the alstroemeria that we grow here, the fashionista, and that's going to be a featured item. So you can see that coming in through there. And then one down in the middle with our toffee roses. Then to extend the sides, I'm going to come in with some of this mauve stock, and that's going to give us that more of that hug shape that we're seeing out there right now. But rather than start with it and kind of keep moving stuff around, I'm coming back to it once I have that great grid in there, and you can see the different positions. So that brings that shape in, and we're going to use a little bit of the Montplaisir pods to reinforce that shape as well. They've got a great curve on their stems, and that'll help to reinforce that shape and add that visual interest of the different texture, and also creating that motion throughout the composition. So we know that dahlias are definitely in demand flower, but once the hard frost hits, they're going to be kind of gone off the market, but our customers are still going to be bringing in pictures with them. So we want to think about what are some alternatives that we have more year round? And these are a pomponi gerb that you can see have a similar petal configuration and coloration. Or you can even get into, this is a button chrysanthemum in that butterscotch color. And so you can see that those could be alternatives to the dahlias if you need them for different times of the year when dahlias aren't available. So let's add some of these in. So here you can see our completed design in that autumn tones, but doing that updated coloring with those corals, the toffee rose, and then coming in using those mauve and lavender tones to really kick it up. So I hope you'll embrace some of these new colorations and create some fabulous florals.